Welcome to the FO show. This your boy Antoine, aka the FO, coming back to you with another live one. I got two guests on here, and if you can read, you can see that it's with Nick and Risi Peace. I'm about to have both of them up on here. We're gonna talk about some stuff. I just found out a small little detail. The Risi Peace is a Chiefs fan, so I don't know about that. I'm about to cut her short. I'm gonna say everything I gotta say before I put her up on here. But yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff. Just adult conversation, just a chop session. It could go any direction that we want to go with it, So without further ado, I would like y'all to welcome in Nick and Reese's Piece. What up? 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 Got your little round of applause coming in. How y'all doing today?
No, I don't appreciate you hating on the Chiefs. I
told you I had to get it out before, but yeah, I found that out right before, I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey, KC, hey.
It's all bang, bang, 90 gang over here, and that's how we go with it, you know what I mean?
But I can't wait to get on the podcast next week or whatever. You're going to have to, pay homage, so just know that.
Pay homage to the losers? Okay, that's cool.
Okay, yes.
That is absolutely fine.
Because we're not losing, baby. We not. We got my home.
For sure. So, hey, how about you tell us about yourself? Whichever one of y'all want to go first?
Let's see. I'm 37, 4 kids, Army vet. I'm in school, and I'm just awesome.
All right. What about you? Popping a bottle up in here.
Well, one, I don't do sports, so when y'all get to the sports banter, I'm just gonna kindly revert to the bottle.
Okay.
Hey y'all. I'm 37, mother of 3, 12-year wife, part-time serial killer, because one of these days I'm gonna put that man out his misery or mine. Just kidding.
You gotta kill more than one person though. And don't be admitting to crimes on the show.
Hey, kill him with love.
Right. I don't think that is a way of death. I don't think that's a thing that you can do, but that's fine. Hey, I do appreciate y'all coming up on here. It was actually them that approached me for it. We could talk about some stuff. As you can see, they're grown women. They have children. They've had careers, have careers, doing all that stuff. So these ain't just no little girls who don't know what's going on in life. And the bottle has officially been popped, y'all. Hey, Nick, she was just talking about killing somebody, and then you hear it pop in the background.
Jump scare for me.
Oh man. So we we chopped it up a little the other day. Was it earlier this week or last week or something like that? And I just like the banter. We went to some different types of topics. I have certain things that I feel a certain way about, as far as I like to talk to talking to women. You know what I'm saying? So we all Black, but we've experienced life differently. We're from different parts of the world and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get into it by one of the questions that I did want to ask, and I chopped it up a little bit earlier to Reese is and whoever wants to come in on this. And my question down there is how unbalanced is the job field for men and women, do you believe, from your standpoint, however it be you viewing it or you dealing with it actually?
I mean, the workplace is absolutely powered and fueled and ran by men. There's daily reminders as where they feel a woman's position should be, and there has been times where women has set the bar and exceeded it.
Right.
But there's often times where I feel like equality is something that's just never going to be fully achieved, because, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, men and women are not equal. They never will be. Each have their own unique differences about them and strengths that make them a man or a woman. Men cannot give birth. However, a woman cannot give birth without the seed of a man. So it's just one of those things where a person can get to a mature enough mindset to understand a man and a woman will never be equal, but when you are together, you equally bring forth that power dynamic, when you are a pair.
Right.
Until then, It's just gonna be, hey, I'm a man, hear me roar. I run the workplace.
Yeah, Reese.
Um, I had to say I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years, so my point of view on that is different. My ex-husband made it seem like my only job was to be a mom and be a wife. It was definitely a lot of unfairness in the household. It was no matter what, no matter how tired I was or what was going on, I still had to. This kid of mine, I still had to do what was but my job. I never got a break. I never felt appreciated. I never felt any of that.
Right.
And and he was just like, "Well, I work, I work, I work." Mind you, he worked for a trash company, and he legit was off 2 days a week, and sometimes more, or he got done early. But I'm still responsible for getting the kids on the bus. I'm responsible whether I'm sick or the kids are sick. So I feel like it definitely is unbalanced in that sense because
Very.
people really feel like, "Oh, I'm off work, so I'm done for the day." No, no,
Right.
sir. Get your behind home and you help me because I've been here all day. And even once my kids went to school, dental appointments, doctor appointments, going on field trips, packing lunches, doing the laundry because I did everybody's laundry except for
Right.
his. Try to help me because he said he worked and that was his job. His job was provide, but you provided it, and I still had to pay bills. So again, I definitely feel like it's unbalanced. And I feel like it's unfair because a woman's job is never done. But once we do work or we don't work, like we carry a burden that's unfair. Not, I hate it.
Right. And I feel y'all from that standpoint because yes, my job could be Monday. If I'm just the breadwinner, my job could be Monday through Friday. Then, Saturday, Sunday, I'm not at work, but Saturday and Sunday, your kids don't go nowhere else for 2 days. then you ain't gotta, take care of them or nothing like that. You still gotta do whatever those things are that's needed to do as far as being a parent and making that household run when you're there. So I can understand from that point of view, like how some women, like it be women or whoever the person who stays at home, be like, "Bruh, I know you're off, but the house is still here. These things are still here, so we still have to maintain these things because they're not going away on the weekend like your job is."
Right.
A man working and a woman staying at home with the children is on a paid vacation. You're gonna have to convince me otherwise. When you get to leave for 8 to 10 hours a day and get money
Hey,
for doing
facts.
it,
I agree.
Okay.
that it does not matter because
Mm-mm.
once that ends and you come home, you then pick up the reins in the home. Whether it
Right.
be
Oh, what? No,
relieve
they don't.
mom
Mine didn't.
for an hour or two
She.
so that way you're working. Because no, seriously, in all
No, you said no.
seriousness,
You said you pick up, but they don't. They literally come home. They
some
pick off
don't.
their shoes. They go wash their ass, and they jump in front of that TV, whether it's watching the
Or on
game
the game.
or playing the game, or they just go to bed. Bitch, you don't think I want to go to sleep? The
See,
hell? No.
that's another
See,
thing that some
like
men
I said,
don't
I did it for
realize.
7 years. I got a lot of
And this is not
respect me
I
on
can
me.
this.
see.
It's one of those things where I get it. You had a hard day at work, a client or something crossed you wrong, and you didn't have a good day at work. But once you
Mm-mm.
come home, that is not your wife or your children's issue.
Facts.
You can literally say, "Hey, I'm home. What do you need help with?" Or actually, you shouldn't even have to ask because you should already come in the house and say, "Okay, dishes ain't done. Let me go ahead and get them done. Dinner's not already ready. Hey, did you have an idea for dinner? Because if not, I do. Always be ready to be a counterpart, not necessarily a mind reader, but these are discussions that need to be had. Like, for example, I usually like to tell my husband, even though he forgets every single time, and that's a mental load on me to have to remind him that I told him to the point where I
Right.
have to record it to let him know, hey, I told you this,
Not
and
recording.
send him the recording so he can remember. I would say, hey, just so you know, tomorrow XYZ with this child and XYZ with that child. He'll say, okay,
Right.
all right, I know. Then tomorrow comes, I'll send him a reminder day of, hey, by the way, don't forget this and this and this and this. And then the time comes and he'd be like, did you tell me? And I'm just like, I did tell you. And it's the fact that I have to remind you 3 times and not just one time. It's a mental load on me that I should not have as one of the parents. You are equal parent. I am neither superior nor inferior. We
Hey,
are
yo,
equal parents.
no, this is what I feel on that. You say equal parents. I feel like once a mom pops a baby out, a woman pops a baby out, she becomes a mom. Once a man has a baby, he's a man, he's a boy, he's everything but a dad until it's time to look good in front of people. Sir, if you don't go sit your little happy behind down, I done did
I
all
have to
this
roll
work.
for that one.
Nah. So it's not just unbalanced in the work field. Like it's just unbalanced in life and period. Like I can't do the same things y'all can do because I can do all the things I'm supposed to do as a mother. I'm like, oh, that's your job, but let you do it. Oh my God, he's such a good dad. Oh my God, dad bought this, and oh my God, he's so awesome.
See,
But
that's the
no, but
one
And
thing.
but
I,
do you think that that's more so because of what society, how
no,
society has pushed us that way?
that's
Because it used to just be
Yeah,
I'm
there's
supposed to
there.
be the provider. You stay home with the kids.
I think
Me go feed
society.
all y'all. Get the hell on. Can't
I think
stand y'all.
society has a
This is
lot
why I'm
to
gay.
do with
This is
that.
exactly why I like women now because I can't do this shit no more.
Society precedents that men are supposed to be the providers and women are supposed to be the homemakers. However, you have to be able to separate what period and timepiece of society we're referencing.
truth. This is true.
Because if you take a boomer, you know, they were the dawn before the internet. So all the men of their era knew was go to work, 40 hours, 120 hours a week, when the economy was a lot different and they can build their family a home, raise 2 to 3 children, put them all through college, and retire and collect his little comeuppance that he paid into from Social Security.
Right.
Then you have Gen Z and millennials, who we all saw in the internet, the age of cell phones, the age of going viral on the internet, the age of pick me bitches, the age of simps, the age of all of that. Where so the dynamic has since changed with men changing with them. There's a saying that I heard on the internet: hard times create soft men create hard times. It's a full circle, because if you have everything through hard times and you provide it to your children and they never had to want, you create a soft child.
Facts.
So when times become hard for them, they don't know what the hell to do. You repeat a cycle that we're locked in. So it's just one of those things. It's just like the societal definition of a provider is no longer just a man providing for a woman.
Right.
It's you're human, you're alive, you have to eat, you're in survival mode half the time. Provide for you or yourself. And if you decide to be with the person, you got to provide for them as well, because you're no longer I, you're a team, you're we.
Okay.
And that's just my take on it, because I mean, men of old would already have you a house and put your kids through college. These men these days, they want you to go 50-50 on something
Because
that was their
everything is
idea.
transactional. It's like
It is
it's
a very
quid,
transactional
it's
world.
quid pro quo. You do for me, I do for you. Sorry, that's not how nothing in life works. But whatever.
I used to once believe in a fairy tale, I want to get married, I want to be a homemaker, bake cookies and cook and clean. And then I quickly realized I'm not that type of woman. I like to be in the dirt.
Oh, I see on
There's
Facebook. She
shoulder
under somebody's damn house.
everything, you know? But at the same time, it's like I don't feel the desire to be a homemaker. I can be, but it's no longer my desire. So then when a man sees me out in the workforce, something's wrong with her. She's broken. Oh, she's got to be gay. Oh, she's too manly. Oh no, there's no way a woman like you could be in this type of or this line of field of work. It's just one of those things. It's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't as a
Amen.
woman.
Amen.
Period.
Right. You wear enough flannel shirts, people gonna start to ask questions about your sexuality.
I get called
Not
I get called sir on a daily basis.
You my girl. She knows you my girl, but I had to come with that. No, you know.
I quit. I quit. It's the flannel shirt for me. I only own two.
No, seriously, like I get called. So when I go to work, I'm in the field of construction
She
and
wears basic work every
landscaping,
day, by the way. So
and I also work for the United States Postal Services. So when I'm in my nitty gritty get dirty clothes, I
Hmm.
often come off masculine, because I can't be out there doing that type of work and be the softest little doll baby. I'll get ate up in a world of man.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I hear just grunting and heaving and hoeing with the rest of the men. I get called sir. I fit in right with the bros.
Right.
So, you know, for me to get out of that element and then come home and then be on a softer side, I can't do that. I just choose not to. I have to have a husband at home that makes me want to step out of this masculinity and just become the soft, delicate pearl that I am. Come open this clam,
The
baby.
the pearl. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and swap it over to a different type subject, and we had sort of hit on it a little bit when we talk about society or whatever. But my big thing is as far as social media. there's a lot of opposing views on this, but that's in how social media influence relationships. Now I got my take on it. And my take is there is an influence there because of access that you have to different things. But that person, who that person is, depending on if they're gonna step out, do whatever, allow things from people who are sitting on a phone somewhere in a dark corner somewhere typing stuff, is going to allow that to affect the relationship that you have with somebody else. Now, like I said, this to me, I feel like it's about access. It used to just be dad had a stack of Playboys or something buried in the back corner of the closet. You know what I'm saying? He went, got that out real quick and put them back up in there. But now, you know, we got this rectangle that gives you access to the
Everything.
whole world. You know what I'm saying? If I want to see midget porn, I'm sorry, little people porn. It's right here on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I can find it. I got access to it. I'm just
That
saying
is
I
true.
could. It's a fact.
That is
So it's just the fact that you can. I don't know why I think little people porn is the freakiest stuff ever. I don't know why.
I'll be the
I'm
first
not
to admit
saying I.
I watched midget porn. There's nothing wrong with it. I have watched it because you can't sit there and say your mind is not curious to see how certain things work.
I mean, I guess
I
I'm not gonna
crossed
tell
the
you what
line at bestiality though. I'm not watching no
I mean,
animal or
I
no
watched
human.
a lot of stuff because I'm like, I wonder, but they say was it Rule 34 or whatever? If it exists, is on the it's a porn for it.
There is.
There's a
True.
and that's so
There
scary.
is.
All right. So Reese, I'm gonna go with you first. How do you feel that social media has influenced? Not, and I'm not even talking about your relationship with your significant other. I'm talking with your
So
friends, with just people in general.
I feel like it creates false hope. That's the best way to put it. Because you see, like, okay, I could, for example, my sister, her and her friends, since she don't left her relationship, all they do is travel. They take their kids, they do all this other stuff. But behind the scenes, baby, if you knew all the debt that goes on, if you knew all the drama that was going on behind all of it, if you listen,
Right.
you
They
know,
show
it just it
roses.
looks then you just start hearing something like, but because even I was like, oh girl, you living your best life, girl. She like this, that, and the third. I ain't got this, I ain't got that, I ain't paid this. I'm waiting. Like yo, like, but that's not how it looks. When it comes to relationships, I can honestly say, like, actual that's friendships. If we talking about like a couple, I would have to definitely say that I'm not influenced by anybody. I've actually go by what I've seen in real life between my mom and my stepdad, my aunties and uncles, my relationship. I've had two failed marriages. So I don't feel like when it comes to that, for me, it doesn't influence relationships. I do feel like it influences a lot of other people's relationship. Like, oh my gosh, she got this. Excuse me. Oops. Why can't you do this? That what they call it? That fear of missing out stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's like false narrative and false hope. Like, oh my God, I just want that. Trust and believe that what you see is not what it is. I'm telling you. I know, like, yo, our trip to St. Croix, we look like we having a blast. Yo, if you knew the headache behind all that, it looks fun. That's literally. I'm not going to show you the. Why would I show you the bad parts of anything?
Right.
So I'm gonna sell you. I'm gonna sell you this dream. I'm gonna sell the shit out of it. Not without
And
you not
that's
knowing
that's the
the
internet.
financial I done went through, the mental and emotional problems I need to cause to myself or somebody else. And you don't know nothing. I just look cute. That's how you know. It's like, oh, she having a good time, bitch. I'm probably ready to jump off a bridge somewhere. You have no clue. It's fake. It's all fake.
Right. And just like if I was to turn this camera 45 degrees to the left or right, you're gonna see all the workings, the inner workings, or whatever, what I'm trying to put on right here. This
Yep.
for you. This is the only thing you need to worry about. Don't worry about outside of there, outside of there. I'm just giving you what we know it's on your side of your screen, though. But what you got, Nick?
Oh no, one of the commenters, Amanda, was like, "Where's my drink?" So I was handing her
Oh,
glass through the camera. Yeah. So I don't know. When it comes to social media, I find it as a mode of a method of entertainment for me because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
my sense of humor is slapstick, cut and dry, cutthroat.
Dark,
I do
macabre.
I do have dark humor.
it's a little macabre, little dark, yeah.
Thank you. Over there trying
See,
to
but
see, she's trying to sugarcoat it for social media.
I'm
Nah,
not
y'all,
sugarcoating it.
she dark. It's a
I
little
am not
dark.
sugarcoating it.
Okay,
My
okay.
my morbid sense of humor comes from all of the trauma that I have dealt with in my life. And I feel like in order to get past that type of hurt, so you're not portraying that hurt or projecting that hurt onto other people, you got to be able to laugh at yourself and laugh at your shortcomings, because if you
Absolutely.
don't, somebody else is going to do it for you, and it might result in what she said, go jump off a cliff somewhere. So before I allow another person to dictate what I do in my life, I laugh at myself first. I would like to touch on that St. Croix trip that we had in January.
Go ahead.
On paper, it looked like everything was a blast. It was an absolute nightmare, down to late flights, delayed flights, canceled flights, missed flights, costume mishaps, because they had, for some reason, we paid for one size and got a complete different other. It was just
rental cars.
Oh yeah, delayed in rental cars. It was a whole cluster F of unnecessary things that didn't need to happen had people had clear communication. Yep. And despite all of the shortcomings of the trip, we still had a little bit of a blast. And we still sold it like it was, shit covered roses, or rose covered shit, for a better term, to people, because we're doing it again in May.
Hey, but you know what? You didn't have some of that stuff out though, right? Like some of those hang-ups, those things.
This time, because we had a larger group.
Oh, we gotta cut some things off.
When you have in pieces, but this time it's just gonna be two of us, because with the Virgin Islands, they have their carnivals twice a year.
Okay.
King's Day in January, and then the first week of May, the last week of April in St. Thomas. And so we decided we're going to participate in both of them, because these were acts of liberation for us as women.
Right.
In our late 30s, mothers raising children who are old enough to talk back. And it's just like we've had enough of being the mother to our husbands. So we were like, you know what? 2024 is for us. We are traveling. We went in January. We're going in May, and we got a cruise in September. Oh, we got trips we're going to be adding in between, baby.
Trips on trips on trips. I got you.
On trips on trips. Atlanta soon. Oh yeah. And then Miami Carnival is going to be all of that.
Yeah. So if anybody want to be friends with us, hey, just jump on the bandwagon.
This bandwagon is crazy. If you scream to come off, you're not getting let off.
And I have a problem when I drink, my boobs come out. So just be prepared.
One of the commenters said
that was a warning. That was a warning to somebody.
Now, the mishaps happened based off of other factors that weren't directly reflecting us. So it was more so I was people pleasing, family, and family caused a lot.
I can't wait till y'all get y'all rebound trip. That's what y'all need. I just seen her whole face when you say get there. Y'all need y'all rebound trip.
Say nothing.
It's coming. It's coming in May. It is coming in May.
But you are a black woman, and a lot of times what comes out of y'all mouth don't even matter, because we can look at y'all face.
You know what? So I've been told I've got RBF, and if I don't say it, my face delivers it. However, I have practiced. I've had 37 years to practice a poker face. Her, however, has not. Her face will give her away before her actions, or motions, or her speech does.
Yeah, I mean, I come from a black woman. My relatives, I have sisters. I have, all types of black women in my family. You know what I mean? My old lady.
You smile. Pretty smile.
You just had to just fuck it up. I was trying to be all cute and mess it up.
You didn't have to try. You're doing it.
This is why I have RBF, because people just kill my vibe.
You're killed by a compliment, ma'am.
First of all,
only unless it was given by a man.
Y'all want to see us fight? If y'all upvote, we'll fight on camera.
We're not gonna fight on camera. I'm a smack a
no, because I gotta promote that. I gotta promote that. I gotta get that. I gotta get a date for that. It's pay-per-view right here.
Sound like Bronco. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Sorry, y'all.
Hey, you can promote it. We'll even sell tickets.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be the new Don King out here.
You gotta get the fro.
No.
Now see, there's a problem with that.
No.
I'm all for it. I can't wait to see so y'all can see my fro, because nope.
Hey, when I was 25. Now I'm what would y'all say to both of y'all got girls too, right, Risi?
I have 2 boys, 2 girls.
I have 1 girl.
Okay. So what
and 3 boys. I'm counting my husband as one of those boys.
What do you say to?
Yeah.
I'm a 40 year almost 40. I'll be 40 in April. I'll be the dirty 40.
First Thursday,
You
Aries.
Aries. Ugh,
Aries.
I'm surrounded by Aries.
What would you tell? And I'm asking if you had a daughter, but I'm gonna go to your son. What would you tell your sons about the just the because based on like social media, the way that the world is now, how a lot of females try to represent themselves now, younger generations. It's a lot of younger generation, and you know who their influences are and stuff like that, about not being taken up just by that big booty, big boobs, face beat to the gods. Is that a thing that they say still?
I
Am I
haven't.
am I behind? I'm always
I've never had my face beat, so I don't care.
I mean, I've been in a couple fights.
No,
not not not
I know what
he's
you're
talking
talking
about
about.
makeup.
I know what
but
he's talking
but I'm saying,
about.
but getting past that, because there's a lot on both sides where you'll tell the woman that make sure he shows like he has some type of get some type of value from you, and as a male to have some type of value or anything like that. What would you tell your son? Because I don't have any sons. I mean, I have younger siblings. I'm the oldest out of for my mom and dad, 13 kids. I'm the oldest out of 13. No, I'm the
I
oldest out
think
of 14.
God
I
gave
have
you
13
girls.
younger siblings. Huh?
I think God gave you girls to punish you.
Well, what
Well, my daughters are the greatest blessing that I have, so it ain't no punishment whatsoever.
That is true. Until they
I
start
well,
dating.
so
well,
if that's so you're
Because
saying,
they gonna date former yous.
ooh,
I don't I don't think so.
Shots
Actually,
fired.
that sounds like
actually because I got my one that's a freshman in college, and she's I don't see a dude coming at her that way. It's kind of weird. Like, I mean, she's just type of person that she is. It's just not that way. But I still
I
got
also
two more
think that
come. I got some more coming up through the pipeline too. So we'll see.
she's changes. So I feel like as a young woman maturing, she's seen you in your old self, and she's seen you as a new person that you are. You since you've gotten your new lease on life and everything. I feel like she is old enough to where she can make those type of decisions to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be a respectable young woman based off of examples my father and my mother has shown me.
And you
So
know what? You know what else? I think that I said this, but I was feeling myself and I was a little lit. But I remember this conversation that I had with this female that I did something and whatever that I should not have done or whatever. And all I told her was, I'm your lesson. I told this woman that I was her lesson, and that was it.
rude.
It was very rude when I think about it. I was in my 20s still, but I
did
told her that I was your
no,
lesson.
she still continue on with the date or whatever
It wasn't no date. It was
relationship?
it was it was flingish. It was more flingish type thing.
They
Relationship.
was ducking. They was
Yeah,
ducking.
right. But I did tell her I did tell her
Yes.
that I said I'm your lesson.
You won.
You should not talk to people like me currently as I was at that point in time. Don't. You shouldn't have did that. And I
Well,
hope you
I'll tell
learn
you
from this.
to answer your question though,
I
or
forgot
to
the
add to your
question.
statement, what would you tell your sons
Oh,
coming up in this day and age and social
I
media
got a
and all
good
that other
answer for
stuff?
that. Whenever.
One thing that I would adamantly tell my sons, I have a 16-year-old boy and I've got a
Mhm.
5-year-old boy. That 5-year-old boy is giving me an absolute run for my money right now. He's got 12 girlfriends and he misbehaves. He is like trying to catch water with a strainer or a colander. And the 16-year-old who now has one steady girlfriend, and I've already had the talk with him. The first gift I gave to him, it was probably very embarrassing. His dad gave him condoms, and I gave him pamphlets and stuff to on how to get contraceptives for the girl. If her parents, whatever, because sometimes
Right.
women have this talk with their daughters until it's oftentimes too late, especially in the Black community. We've got a epidemic of young girls getting pregnant younger and younger these days, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Based off of a direct experience that I've had in my direct relationships, in my marriage, of how some men struggle with tapping into their softer side or their feminine side or whatever you want to call it. They're just showing this masculine, I'm a man, beats chest and all this other whoop de whoop. I told my son, if your girl ever approaches you with the problem, listen. Don't listen to respond. Listen and try to empathize and feel how she feels in that moment. This is how you show her that you are a man she can emotionally trust. Not just trust, but emotionally trust. Because I can trust you, but not trust you. I can trust you by driving me from here to point B, you know? But when it comes to, hey, I have a problem, I have a life secret and I need to share it with somebody, and it's something that's gonna, it's detrimental to my emotions and how I'm gonna react, I can't trust you with that. So I told my son, when you're dating this young lady, because he's been with her for almost a year now, and I'm surprised, you need to be very careful on how you react, because women these days, they're a lot more sensitive, and you guys need to reset the narrative of what our generation kind of messed up.
Right.
Because our generation, we weren't handed everything, and we had our asses handed to us. And then we had to fight, oftentimes in survival mode, to get half of the stuff that we got.
All my
And then
life.
now the kids that we're having, which is Gen Z, Gen Alpha, we're providing them everything that we didn't have, not realizing we're essentially spoiling them and, taking away from life lessons they need to learn. So I told my son, like, when you get in a relationship, and if you ever eventually get married, don't always be that hard-faced man that you were taught to be. Sometimes it's very okay for a man to, tap into his emotional side. I'm not saying cry and do all the other stuff, but I'm saying simply be a little bit more sensitive, be a little bit more receptive to when it comes to handling your emotions,
Right.
because emotions are not meant to be kept in. And men oftentimes keep them in, and it leads to very, very dark places for men that they cannot return from.
Truth.
Not Jeffrey Dahmer. She said, oh my God, she said Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not talking about eating people because your relationship fails. He
Jeffrey
had people
Dahmer didn't keep emotions inside. Jeffrey
Oh,
Dahmer didn't have emotions.
have you ever been swallowed?
Oh my God.
Well,
Lord have mercy.
so my conversation with my son is different. He's 18. Um, it is different than yours.
The one this morning or the one?
This morning was not my fault. He needs some tidy whities. That's not my fault. Ain't everything. Boy, if you don't go put some damn drawers on, God, Lord Jesus. So my son will be 18 at the end of this. I hate her so much because that didn't even need to come up. Mind you, she told him to tape it to his thigh, but that's either here or there. But we're going to go ahead and go on with this conversation.
Can you imagine your son walking and you're not even paying attention? You just sitting there, and then all of a sudden he just swing past you eye level, and you're like, go put some drawers on.
That will never
I
happen
mean,
to me because I ain't gonna have one. But
so we've kind of free. I mean, like he wear clothes, but he walk around with his shirt off. He walk around in boxers. I walk around in my bra and panties. We're just free spirit.
If I saw my son dangling, I'd be like, go put the hell away, or I'm gonna cut it off.
I recently seen Connor. Sorry, I'm subject.
Lorena Bobbitt.
No, Connor did not want to wash his ass. So you know what I did? I went in there with some soap and water and I washed him good.
He's 13.
Hey, if you don't lift and if you don't, hey. Anyway, so back to what you said. What was the question? What do you say?
What would you tell your son?
Okay, so I think I think I raised my son to be pretty respectful. He's 18.
Oh,
he's had only a couple girlfriends. They've only lasted about 6 months or so. But my son is not. He's a very respectful. He actually had a girl tell him she didn't like him. Excuse me, this is enough wine for me. He said a girl didn't like him because she just said he was too nice. He was too respectful. It was like, "Good morning, how are you doing? How's your day?" And the girl was just like, "You're just too nice," and I don't like that. Like,
she don't even understand. That's what she gonna be wanting.
She's used to ratchet. She's used to ratchet.
No, but it's one of these. No, one of these. Yeah.
Hey, no, you just said something. I don't want to interrupt you. Now, I've talked to somebody about that situation. A lot of times with some of them, the ones on this side be wanting these, it's because they feel like we're more aggressive and more. And so then if they getting not that thing from what they were trying to get, they're trying to get a more aggressive, more I don't know. And she didn't get it. She got a respectful young man.
That should have had with sons more than daughters, because the men are the ones that are supposed to be the free world this day and age anyway. So I feel like the narrative should be placed on the young man's shoulders on how to protect themselves, how to protect young women.
So that's the conversation we have. So because of the conversation we had, my son, he's about to be 18. There was a girl, he's a senior, she was a sophomore, cute little black girl. I mean, very pretty. But my son he was like, I don't know if I like her. I was like, why? He's like, she sent me a picture and she kind of was in her bra, and I could kind of see her cleavage. I was like, well, that's that's a bit alarming, definitely for her to be a sophomore. Because why do you even have a picture like that in your phone?
Right.
And like he kind of got to a point he just wasn't feeling comfortable. He's like, I'm about to be 18 soon anyway, whatever. I was like, well, no, let me meet her mom. Let's try this conversation. Let her mom know, meet you. And then he's just like, I don't even think I want to. He's like, I don't know why she sent me those pictures. And he really did just kind of just stop talking to her. So I've raised my son to be kind of leery of things like that because y'all still kids. And if somebody find a picture like that in his phone, and him at 18, you got to put my baby on the offender list. And he
Yeah. Yeah.
fighting child porn. No. So my son is very respectful. My son is 18, about to be 18, is still a virgin. Mind you, I gave him
Don't be putting them all out there now.
an incentive. My thing was, hey, baby, like, hey, because he's a straight A student. He actually got a scholarship to Austin P. We're doing the Tennessee Promise program and all this kind of stuff. My baby is really smart. He wants to be a storm chaser / meteorologist and all this other stuff. But I gave him incentive, like, hey, yeah, the girls are gonna be there, but hey, if I give you this amount of money, I'm not gonna tell you how much. Can you hold on to your virginity? My son is one of the most money hungry men I've ever seen in my life. But you know what he is? Like I said, he's a straight A student. He's got a scholarship, and he only
He's got goals.
Yeah, definitely that's what it is. He has goals, but he also wants to date a girl that's like clean, and I hate to say
And on
clean.
this
That's not.
level.
Yeah. Like he don't want nobody. Like I understand. Like maybe you want to feel sexy, but my son's not looking for sexy. My son is looking for a girl with a good head on her shoulders that's got
Right.
some going on. And I'm not saying these girls don't, but I mean, like I said, this little girl was gorgeous. I was shocked he even pulled a black girl because every girl he done brought home was Asian or white. So I was just like, oh, you got your little I mean, brown
Yeah.
skin. Oh, so she was so gorgeous, so fucking gorgeous.
See,
And then it's just like he's just like, Mom, I didn't like that. So I've taught my son to protect yourself, not to overly sexualize women. I taught my son when he was 9. When he was 9, what a girl's period was, and that is not something funny. If you see a girl that something that happened, hey. I was like, if you want to, I can let you start carrying pads and tampons. He's like, no, it's not that. He's like, but if I do see something, I don't make fun of it. Like my son has been taught to be respectful to women. He opens doors. He will race me to a McDonald's store to make sure I don't have to open it. Do you hear me? So I taught my son a lot of things.
He's setting an example for his sisters as well by being such a respectable young man.
Them girls, he was slim adoring their face. So I swear if he could push them down the steps, he would. No, his sisters are totally different conversation.
See, okay, you says that he will do that to his sisters, but at the same time, children in the same household, no matter how much they annoy each other, they still soak in the good values and the good qualities of their siblings.
Which facts, because Connor is literally trying to follow in Jalen's footsteps, and everybody wants to be a straight A student. I'm like, oh my god,
she can't stand Moose at all. She'll shut the door in his face, but every once in a blue moon, you be looking around his house. Where in the heck is Moose? He in there, snuggled up in the bed with his sister, and all three of them, her and my niece, and they're watching
they
TV.
will all be sitting on the floor watching anime or playing video games. If y'all don't go get your asses in the bed. But yeah, so I taught my son to be respectful, and it's not reciprocated by a lot of these girls. A lot, like I said, they think he's too nice. Oh, but they voted him the most quiet senior. So they let you know everything you need.
Dang.
Yeah, the most quiet.
The quiet.
The quiet.
They need to come to your house.
I ain't never.
Hey yo. Hey.
I ain't never got accused of that.
No.
Being quiet.
Loud.
Yo, I'm still loud. There are people who don't like me from high school still to this day because I was so loud. Bitch, I'm grown.
I was voted most likely to succeed.
No, I wasn't.
And boy, did I show them wrong.
I wasn't voting.
Well,
nothing.
I did eventually succeed, but in my late 20s.
Success is relative in my head. It's relative. It's what you put out that you wanted. Those boxes you wanted checked. If you check those boxes, that's good. If you feel like you good at this level, somebody else need to go to another planet to be successful, by all means. But I feel like it's all success is whatever it is up to you, what you feel it is.
That was good.
Okay, wait a minute. So we said our sons. Can we talk about our daughters now? Because I got
one. I was flipping to that.
I said because I got one. I got 2 11-year-olds, and Lord,
I was gonna tell you. So I was gonna tell you because it's called the FO show. So I'll start all the stuff first. So check this out. So with daughters, right?
I'm about to come about this bra in a second. It's hot.
Hold on, now this for kids still. Kids, I want the kids to watch it. So
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hot though.
So as far as the girls, I feel like my daughters, they are intelligent and they're always at their level or slightly above when it comes to like their mindsets of stuff. So I'm going to always give them, I'm going to give them whatever I have. Yes, I don't want them to date 20-year-old Antoine, a 20-year-old Ethel. I don't want them to date that, but I also don't want them to get a cold. I don't want them to skin their knee. All those things are going to happen.
Yep.
And those things need to happen. You're gonna need to get that cold for your immune system to build up. She's gonna have to mess with that dude that's just a asshole to let her know that these flags, these things right here are some things to look out for. I'm not gonna be able to tell her all those things.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna deal with it through experience, through having friends who've gone through it. I could give her a little bit of it, but a lot of the stuff is gonna have to be experienced. And I feel like I could tell my if I had a son, I feel like I could tell him more than I could tell my daughter. And it seems like I should better tell my daughter more because I'm on the side of a dude who, but I don't know how these kids think no more. Their mindsets are so much different. I don't think they could think that much because they're cutting off all the circulation with their pants. So they ain't
Any jeans. Yo, I hate them.
Y'all is something else.
Yo, I'm over the jeans. He ain't lying. I'm over them shits.
So, but that's just the way I feel about it. I do think that my daughters will make educated decisions. I know that they're going to mess up also, but I feel like at this point in time, this junction with how they're going their trajectory as far as learning and everything like that, I feel like they're on a good path to making those good decisions eventually in the end to find that person or whoever it is they're going to be with.
I feel like I messed my daughters up is what I feel like. They're 11. They're twins. One of my daughters has so their dad is who I was my second husband, and they are polar opposites when it comes to what our relationship showed them. I got one daughter that's like, they both say they'll never get married. They just don't ever want to be married. They don't ever want to live with a man. They don't want any of the problems that me and their dad went through. I'm like, that's not true. There are happy relationships. There's this and the third.
Right.
But they're only 11. But I do tell them, like, be careful, boys, to do this, that, and the third. Some boys only want something, but at the same time, females only want something. But they're in 5th grade. It's Mariah and Maya. Maya, no, when I say no interest in boys, no interest in nobody. She like her sister and she like her family. That's it. Her and her twin are disgustingly close. Now, Mariah, on the other hand, had a little boyfriend last year and it was just so cute. And now they're just friends, whatever. Now she got another little boy that she's talking to. And, and she's just like, he's my boyfriend, but he's my friend. He's this and the third. And I'm just like, two different ends of what my volatile, because it was a very volatile, toxic relationship with me and their dad. And it's just like to see how it affects them is crazy. Because one of them's like, yeah, I would love to date. Another was like, nope, I'm good.
Nah, your ex-husband is Jeffrey Dahmer for real.
First of all, it's not my fault that he sit the way he sits.
It's
not my fault.
Now I need to know. Hold on, I need to know this.
Listen here.
I met my ex-husband, my second ex-husband in the army. He was like, he was fun.
I don't even know how he served in the army either.
Because I don't know. I'm just let her tell the story. I don't know what happened.
Let me hear this.
Listen here.
I hate it here. I'm leaving.
Listen here.
As a matter of fact, my phone died anyway. I'm out.
Plug it in.
She said she quit.
We've invited this man
to
everything.
Even though I'm divorced, he's been invited to block parties, birthday parties, out to the club, everything.
And if he does attend, he sits there in the back quietly, in the middle cushion, not in the corner, not on the side, not to the front, on the middle cushion.
I fucking hate her.
Back straight. Just back. I don't even. That's. It's almost like he has a back brace, like he has a backboard behind him. Shoulders squared, perfectly straight. Stares at the TV, probably blinks every minute or two. Like, this man is serial killer or something. He just sit there. And you can speak to him. You can give him 100 words, he'll give you 1.5.
Yo, and he was like that entire relationship. I'm like, oh, I feel this way. Agree to disagree. Bitch!
How?
Everything's agree to disagree.
Dude, you're like a son. He is like Pluto.
What's funny is you saying that, though. He's light as fuck and I'm dark. He's saying I'm the son and he's Pluto.
No, what I mean, your energy, like her energy is like unmatched. She is like the sun, okay? like one of the things that drew me to her in the first place was the fact that she can match your energy. She could take it down there. She could bring it up there. Or when you get super morbid, like I like to get morbid, she matches that shit. And most people
Right.
get morbid, they be like, "Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go now." Hell no, she matches that shit, and I love that.
I did do some shit.
But this dude,
All my life,
like she's been
I
married
had to
to
fight.
herself. Because there's
Yeah.
no way
Yo,
her
I used to
energy
say
was
that.
married to that.
Yo, I tell people all the time I was
You
a
was
married
married
single
to
mother.
yourself.
I literally said I was a married single mother. That's literally what I used to tell people all the time.
It can happen.
Damn.
Yeah, but I just exist. I'm not that awesome. I'm not. I'm just here.
I'm not gonna add to that subject because I don't know what to tell my 11-year-old. That little girl she gives me this thing called the bombastic side eye,
Girl,
and I just walk
I'm
away.
so tired of hearing
I
her.
just walk away.
The bombastic
But she's
side eye.
11.
That's what
She
they
loves,
saying.
yeah, like she loves art. She used to be a bubbly little thing, and now she's going through this. I'm pretty sure it's puberty. This phase of I just want to be locked in my room and walk around with headphones on. And I didn't have that space to, express myself growing up. So I give her a little bit of leeway to do so. But if I feel like she's taken more than an inch that I've given her, I reel her a little behind back in. But for the
Right.
most part, she's not shown me any interest in boys. Like, well, I've asked her. I was like, "You got any little boys at school that you're interested in?" And she just, gross, mom, ew.
Yo, Maya.
And I'm like, okay, little girl. She was like, ew, I'm not gay. And I'm like,
wait.
there's something wrong with being gay. But she's like, no, I don't like anybody.
Maya said,
I like all my friends, and that's it. I like my friends.
Maya told me she's like she doesn't like anybody in her class because everybody, including her, is sped.
They're what?
They're spit.
Sped.
Sped?
Sped. Special education.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm done.
I don't know about all the new lingo.
No, that's what she said. She said she don't like nobody because everybody, including her, is sped.
Wow.
Everybody. I was like,
Oh, so she's saying that they doing something for mankind and not gonna try to even reproduce or nothing like that. We go.
talk about my baby.
I was talking about the other kids though.
Wow.
My kid is a part of that.
She said, look, hey y'all, we gotta make a decision. We can't continue this.
We are the future. No. She came to me and said that. I was just
But
like,
my humor
wow.
is dark. That was kind of dark.
What am I supposed to tell her? I just said, okay. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard from an 11-year-old. Like, yo, we all sped. Okay. All right.
You gonna tell her that's the dumbest shit? Then she was like, you see, mom, that's what I'm talking about.
Laughing, but yeah, that sped comment was that was out of pocket as hell.
Wow. Share this on TikTok.
The tickety talk. I hate TikTok. I hate y'all.
Yeah. Well, ladies,
boy,
I'm about to wrap this up. I want to do this again. We'll
Hey,
make a part 2.
what about I know we chopped it up the other day. We talked about, close-knit relationships. I mean, you probably want to save it for the next episode or whatever. Close-knit relationships between, say people are dating and their children develop a bond.
Right.
So in the event that that person decides not to continue on dating their mother or their father, would you allow the children to still have said relationship? Like, is that something you want to touch on now, or is that something you're going to do on the next episode?
I like that for the next episode because I could go somewhere with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Me too. Hey, yo.
Same. Well, this was fun.
I was not man being a step parent sucks.
No, it don't.
I am a step parent.
Hey, yo, we talk about that. I'm telling you,
actually
going for like a whole other 2 days.
We should save that for the next topic.
When's the next one? Hey, let them know when the next one, because this is wild.
Because I do have a little bit I would like to add to that, because being from the Caribbean, and this is where we can, bring our different backgrounds and see how the differences are, but how we can come together with it. Because I'm from the Caribbean and I have half siblings, right?
I have half siblings. Those are cool.
I've never heard the term half sibling until I moved to mainland America, because me and my older sister have the same dad and the same mom, and my 2 younger sisters have the same mom but a different dad.
You're still your sister.
But we were raised as sisters nonetheless.
Oh, that's all my siblings.
Yeah, like it's only when we got here to mainland America where they be like, "Oh, it's just your half sister."
I say my daddy's kids.
And I'm like, "Yeah, wait, what? You could unclaim them? Like you could unclaim half of them?" I'm like, "They've been my sister the whole time."
This is not taxes.
So I know, but I'm just saying, it's just one of those things that, like, it goes to show, which would be a very good topic for Black History Month as well. It just goes to show the differences culturally across the different shades of Black and different ethnicities of Black, the different originations of Black. You know, Black with Afrocentric background, actual Afrocentric background. You know, because you're mainland born, but you've got Caribbean
you just
roots.
said I wasn't black enough. That's what you just said.
No.
I'm too black for the black folks, not black enough for the black folks.
You are, but then you got treated like an outsider because of your accent growing up. So it's just one of those things.
I pronounce my ERs. I am so sorry.
That's I'm just saying it'll be a good subject.
Hey, yeah, I can't wait to next week, next couple days. Shit, I can do this tonight. What's up?
No, we'll do it again. I'll schedule something. I wrap it around my work schedule, so we will do it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And we gonna, because it's somebody gonna be mad come Monday. Well, late Sunday night.
What?
Me or her.
That's his
I hope it's her that's mad.
Hey, look, hey, you want to make a bet right now?
I don't bet on my team, but
they gonna lose. You don't want to bet because they gonna lose.
Anybody who knows me knows that I feel like that's bad juju to bet on your own team. I just don't bet them.
Super Bowl. How many times have you been to Super Bowl lately?
We got more Super Bowls than Kansas City, so it don't matter.
Since when? Have y'all
more total
in the 21st century?
Hey, what's your closing remarks, sir?
No. How many
have this?
We ain't got none, but it's about to change. About to change in less than 48 hours.
Good.
But everybody, thank y'all for listening to the FO show. My guests Nikki and Risi Peace up in here. They popped that bottle. I seen her. She came alive. She came alive when that bottle started getting popped. Bang, 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 bang. Niner gang. Hey, thank you, ladies, for coming up on here. We definitely gonna do it again.
Yes,
thank you for having us.
And like I said, thanks for listening to the FO show. Peace.